So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's down to business here.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Could move up a gear here. Odegaard venturing down the left. It's run loose here. That pass has been well intercepted. That is good strength. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, he's not getting any further than that. And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach from...
And he shoots! And he couldn't finish.
Alexander-Arnold deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And this is Lewandowski. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. First quarter of an hour gone. Odegaard. That's beautifully weighted. Danny Vivian can get it clear. And he's got his cross in. Danny Vivian gets over and intercepts. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, just Odegaard! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Dunk. Messi going after that. And it's Messi. Zielinski getting forward. Danny Vivian cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Birmingham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's had it nicked away. Nice looking ball. Dunk makes the interception. No goals as yet. Now it's Messi. Messi. Odegaard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, this looks sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. Now, can they get him away? 30 minutes gone. He is through here! Oh, sweet feet! And that is masterful defending. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that is a good challenge from him. Messi with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is ended up in no man's land. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Driving forward. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Zielinski. Messi. And here's Zielinski. Played into space. That's good vision. Now it's Mbappe. Zielinski. Great vision. Nicely shaped ball. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go again.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Taken back almost at once. Messi. And it's made its way to him. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a lovely, neat pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. There will be a throw-in. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Aslani. And he's lost his man. He's having a pop! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. In with the challenge. Now it's Messi. Dunk, spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. And he's there to retrieve it. He won't be happy with that one. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
That was lovely, that.
Fernandez.
The attendance for this match.
There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. Odegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Odegaard. And he's found a way past. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's straight offside. That's the keeper's ball. Ball's gone out of play. Mbappe has the space to scheme. And it's Gerrard. Referee has just said play on. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that could set him on his way. He's in one-on-one. Shoots! It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Manchester United, after 75
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Robert Lewandowski.